Yo, what's good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans? Your boy Alonzo, 1219, aka Dahor. Back in the building doing a quick live video. It's not gonna be long. It's 11:15 at night. I just got a text message. I'm not gonna say it's real. I'm not gonna say it's uh it's facts. All I'm gonna say is the text message I just got was about Jadarian Boykin. I know a lot of you guys are really excited about the kid, and a lot of you guys want the kid on the team. So this is just a rumor. So I'm not like saying this is like 100% true, but I'm gonna trust the guy who gave me this rumor. Um, it was a message saying that Jadarian really wants to be a Miami Hurricane, but Miami's not going after him because of a transfer that we got. So they're no longer interested in getting him. Um, and it's saying some guy that transferred, and we know that guy that transferred must have been the young man from UCLA. Um, we know it's a lot of backdoor shit that happens in college football, but if this is the case, I'm disappointed in what just happened. I'm not very happy about that, not one bit. It says that the spot that they had to alter him, they gave to another kid. It's 11:20 at night. Believe me, I didn't want to break the news this late at night. I want to be in my bed sleep. But this is what I hear happened. Um, I'm not 1,000% sure. Now the guy that transferred, they got him listed as a defensive end. The guy that transferred, if you go look at Wikipedia, they got him listed as a defensive end, not as a defensive tackle. They have him listed as an end. Um, and Boykin is definitely an end. So this could have been broken by somebody else. It didn't have to be broken by me because I didn't get this information, not even a little bit. So hold on one second. So this is definitely the news that I just got. I'm definitely not happy about this news. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit at all. If that's the case, I don't want to sacrifice us getting recruits for transfers, especially great recruits. This is just my opinion. It may not be the opinion of everybody on my channel. It may not be the opinion of everybody that works with me on 1219. Yeah, transfer experience, but they don't offer growth. You don't build your program. You don't build your program through transfers. That's not how you build your program. You build your program through recruiting, not transfers. You can't depend on transfers year in and year out to make you a powerhouse perennial program. That's impossible to do. That will never happen. So that's something that you do not do. You do not depend on building your program through transfers. That's not how you build a program. No matter what you think or no matter how you feel about it, you don't build. That's facts. That's not opinions. There's not one college football team that has won national championships with even a 30, 40% transfer rate. That's not how you build your program. You build your program through recruiting, not transfers. I understand what you're saying, but you still will never, you will never build a perennial powerhouse through transfers. That will never happen. I'm willing to bet you any amount of money. I'm willing to bet the house on it that you will never build a program through transfers. It can't happen. You know, but what can happen, but what can happen is you can destroy your program. You can destroy your program by taking transfers over 4 and 5 star recruits. You can destroy your program by doing that. You can destroy your program by doing that. Because now those 4 and 5 star recruits that you offer, those guys that you offer, they may no longer take you serious. So this is if I'm gonna give Manny Diaz his first knock as a head coach, in my opinion, it would be on this. If I'm gonna give Manny Diaz his first knock as a head coach, this is gonna be the knock that I'm gonna give him. Flat out. Because this is not how you build your program. You can't build a program this way. You just can't. It's an impossible way to build a program. I mean, if you want to take all 3 transfers, that's a good thing. I'm all for that. It's okay to take all 3 transfers, but if you're taking all 3 transfers and you're denying 4 and 5 star recruits, I'm on my way to bed. So that's why you see me. That's why you guys see me walking upstairs. That's why the lights are off. Hope I don't trip while I'm walking up these stairs. But if you're deciding to take all these transfers over recruits, over 4 and 5 star recruits, then you are definitely hurting your program. You're not helping your program. You know, because those transfers really don't have to play but 2 years. You know, that's all those transfers have to play is 2 years. And they're out, they're done. Come here, 7. Come on, go in your kennel. Come on. Come on, let's go in your kennel. Go get in your kennel. There you go. Thank you. So, yeah, I'm not at a mix for words with it, but it's most definitely something that I'm not happy with. If that's the case, I'm not happy with that. We can't do that. Y'all see the ceiling in the room, orange and green. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm gonna tell you about Cane Shades. whether I agree with them or disagree with them, I never call those guys liars because those guys work. I mean, we agree, we disagree, we went to war with each other, we've had each other back, but I've never called those guys liars. They don't put lies out. That's not something that they do. That is not something that they do. You can't go back in the history of Cane Shades since they've been on and found them guys lying about anything. That's not what they do. They're not in the business of lying. They're smarter than that. All right, that in your opinion, that's a smart move, right? Let me tell you the difference. Let me tell but you saying you can't flip top recruits late. From what I just read, and this was a message. And I'm not saying it's a real text message. I'm not saying it's a fake text message. This was a message between both of those guys. It was a message between two people that I read the message that Boykins wanted to be offered by Miami and he wanted to play for Miami and that he wasn't given the opportunity to play for Miami. That's what Boykins, that's what I'm hearing Boykins said. Like I say, it's a rumor. I'm not 100%, I'm not 1,000%, but that's the rumor. So if that's what he said, then he wanted to be flipped. Well, I mean, they're holding that spot for Bogle, but we brought a transfer over. What I'm saying is people can argue with me about this, and I'm fine with that. I can be wrong, and I'll be fine with that as well if I'm wrong. But what I'm explaining to you is you can't build a national championship team off of transfers. You can't. It's impossible. It will not happen. So when you have a kid this good that wants to come to Miami, when you have a kid this good that's a 4-star recruit that wants to come to Miami, you can't turn that down for a transfer. Because whether or not people believe it or not, whether or not people, and like I said, y'all don't see me knock Manny Diaz, but if this is true, this is a bad look for Manny. This is one bad look out of a 300 good looks. This would be one bad look. I can't sit here and kiss ass and play one side or the other. I have to be straight down the middle. Maybe he's too small to play defensive end. I don't know. I don't know if he's too small to play defensive end. Okay, there were limited spots, but we just brought a kid over. We just brought a kid over from California. All I'm saying is, if this type of trend was continue to happen, and I don't know if that's supposed to, Demetrius, DeMonte, I don't know if that's me crying. I don't know if you say I'm crying or not, but is that supposed to be me crying? Because that's the second time I've seen you put that in my chat. You put it in the last live video I did. So is that me crying? Or that's you crying? Oh, I didn't know if that was me supposed to be crying. Because what I'm saying is, you're saying most transfers are top 100 players. I'm not disagreeing with that. You guys are missing my point. You guys are missing my point. You cannot build a championship team off of transfers. You're still missing my point. You're still missing my point. You're still missing my point. So what you're telling me is you'd rather You're willing to sacrifice the future for this year. That's what you're telling me, is that you're willing to sacrifice the future for this year. My logic behind it is, when it gets out there that you're willing to take transfers over young 4 and 5 star recruits, then be prepared for what happened when you don't get those recruits. Well, this top recruit wanted to come to Miami, Darth Vader. This top recruit wanted to come to Miami. Okay? Period, point blank. From my understanding, this top recruit wanted to come to Miami. Okay, I mean, I understand what you're saying. What I'm saying is, put it this way. Put it this way. I don't want to hear not one fan in this chat. I don't want to hear not one fan in this chat cry, bitch, or moan when a top recruit turns Miami down. I don't want to hear one person in this chat that's disagreeing me with on this right here say any bad thing about one kid that don't want to come here. He wants to go to Alabama or Clemson or Georgia. I don't want to hear nobody bitch or complain about it. I don't want to hear Darth Vader bitch or complain about it. I don't want to hear who else said something? There's a few people. I don't want to hear Greg bitch or complain about it. I don't want to hear DeMontre bitch or complain about it. I don't want to hear anybody about this. They're turning them down because we got the guy from California. And that's what was said in the text message. They said it was because of the guy that was transferred. And like I say, I'm not 1,000% sure that that's true. All I'm saying is, those are the words that was supposed to come out of Boykin's mouth. That's supposed to be him saying what they told him. Period. That's supposed to be what they told him. That's supposed to be his text message. I don't care if you say it's bullshit or not. That's what Boykin is saying. That's the text message that I got. I'm not saying it's real or fake. I'm not saying what it is. All I'm saying is, if it is real, if it is a real text message, that's what he said. So you can't say it's bullshit if you're not in that room. They didn't tell you that. You can't say it's bullshit. If Boykin's saying that's what they told him, how can you say it's bullshit? He's saying this was because of the transfer. That's what the text message said. The UCLA kid is not a defensive tackle. They got him listed as a defensive end. Go look up Wikipedia right now and go look at what they got him. They have him listed as a defensive tackle. They have him listed as a defensive end for the University of Miami. Go look it up and then come back and tell me they don't. Go look it up. They have him listed as a defensive end. Go look it up right now. If anybody arguing with me right now, go look it up they have him listed as a defensive end. This is the way the text message is supposed to be read. What's up? What happened with Miami? They gave my spot away to someone else. To who? Some guy that transferred. On Wikipedia, they have him listed as a defensive end. I just did it earlier. Matter of fact, his name is Jalen Phillips, right? Position, defensive end. Class, sophomore. College, UCLA, 2017-2018. College, 2019, Florida, Miami. Bowl games, 2017. That's exactly what it's Jalen Phillips. Tired of people sitting here acting like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm telling you what the kid said. Well, that's what that's talking about flipping for. Okay. We do have Phillips. He already, it has it right. Go look at Wikipedia. It says Jalen Phillips, Miami Hurricanes. That's what it says. Go look at the Wikipedia. That's what the Wikipedia is saying right now. Well, Wiki could be wrong. Wiki could be wrong. I'm going by what Wikipedia is saying, okay? If Wikipedia wrong, I apologize for going by what everybody else goes by. Yeah, anybody can edit Wikipedia, but that's what it's saying, okay? So if that's what it's saying, that's what I'm going by right now. Somebody said earlier in the chat, that Phillips had already signed with Miami. That's what made me go look at it earlier. This is what I got from earlier. Well, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have them. I don't know. All I know is, as I'm looking at Wikipedia, that's what I'm going by. I'm not saying Wikipedia right or wrong. I'm just saying what I'm going. You know, you guys are arguing with me about stuff that I'm giving you that's right here on in a text message that I received just now. But maybe he already signed and we don't know about it. So what happens? He come on a visit this weekend, right? He comes on a visit this weekend and said he signed, right? Maybe they've already signed. We don't know. I don't know. You say you go by 247, right? Somebody said they go by 247. Why was 247 so late on what I said about Mark Richt? Why was 247 so late about what 786 Kane said about Manny Diaz going to Temple? Since you only go by 247. I went when it was official. The meeting that was told to me was official. That meeting really happened. Manny Diaz was really at Temple when that meeting went down. So what are you talking about? All right, I hear y'all saying we got the defensive tackle. I'm not saying we didn't get the defensive tackle. Thank you. Jay Blaze said, someone reported early. They jumped the gun. I saw that, Zoe. You are right. The paperwork is done. He is a Hurricane. He is on the plane now coming to UM. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Jay. Just like anybody could say what I had said about Mark Richt having to resign by the end of the season or fire his son. Anybody could have said that too, right, Ron? I mean, right, Ray? But I said it, and I was right. I could be right or wrong. I don't give a shit. I'm reporting what I'm getting. So if I'm right, then you cats owe me an apology. I see this right here. I'm not saying we didn't get him as well. That's not what I'm saying. Somebody just tweeted me about the other guy. I'm not saying we didn't get him. Probably got both of them. What does that mean? We got so because we got one, that don't mean we got both. Oh my God. I got this same shit when I said shit about Manny Diaz. When I said the thing about Mark Rick, people gave me the same fucking hate and then had to come back and apologize to me. I got the 786 got the same fucking hate when he said Manny Diaz was in Temple, and everybody said 247 they said he was in Temple. Ain't nobody from Miami say he was in Temple. He not in Temple. He not in Temple. Then the next day, he in Temple. Everybody know he in Temple. You know what everybody said then? Well, everybody knew he was gonna go for a head coaching job. All right, all right. I'm not saying I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying all facts on my end, because I'm not saying this is a fact. I'm not saying this is a fact. What I'm saying is, we'll talk about what I think about the team later, because this wasn't supposed to be an official. I need to be my ass asleep. I got to be up at 3:30 in the morning. Bro, I was the biggest advocate for Manny. But I also do, this is also sports journalism. I have to report. I have to report. I have to report what I get. And what I'm saying is, if this is true, if this is true, and we do decide to turn down, if we get in the point where we're turning down recruits for transfers, you're not gonna win a program. You're not gonna win a national championship that way. Oh no, I'm not gonna kill nobody. I'm gonna get sleep. Nah, the only thing I'm saying is you don't want the word to get out that you're offering transfers over recruits. Okay. All right. I'm glad all these people who screaming. I'm glad all these people who screaming this. I want to see. Like I said, I'm the biggest advocate for Manny, but this can backfire. This can backfire. Most of the people who saying all this shit right now, well, most of the people defending everything that Rick did. I'm glad I'm open minded. I'm glad I'm more open minded than most of you guys, man. I'm not saying he's not trying to win right now. That's not what I'm trying to say. Is what I'm saying is you can't sacrifice the future for the present. All I'm saying. If it's gonna be insane when we get Phillips, why couldn't UCLA win the Pac-12 last year? Hmm? Why couldn't we win the Pac-12? Why they couldn't win the Pac-12 last year? He was hurt. He could be hurt this year. They may or may not. They couldn't get wins against USC in Oregon. They couldn't beat USC in Oregon. Chip Kelly, we make a lot of excuses. That's the same excuse they make for Tate Martell. Decent is a game-changing position. That is a game-changing position. I know we lost to Duke, but we didn't lose to Duke because of defense. We lost to Duke because of that sorry-ass offense. Remember 14, 13, 12, and 10? Or 12 and 9, 14, 13, 12 and 9. Remember that shit? We didn't lose because of offense, bro. So miss me with that comment. We lost because of the defense. We didn't lose because of defense. We lost because of offense. ILLXB. Bro, answer this question, Ray. Were you a bigger advocate for Manny than I was? Because I started advocating for Manny in 2017 to be the head coach of Miami. When did you start advocating for Manny to be the head coach of Miami? Let me explain. I'm gonna explain something to the people. Then I'm gonna hang up. All right. Let me explain something. I'm gonna hang up. People say trust the process. That's the same shit you said when you talked about Mark Rick. Trust the process. Listen, listen to me, fellas. You don't have to like what I say. You don't have to agree with what I say. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with you not liking what I say, you not agreeing with what I say. But I can guarantee you 90% of the people in this chat said trust the process and I believe in what Mark Rick doing, right? And I said no, I don't believe in shit Mark Rick doing. I believe in everything. Bro, I'm the one you didn't I can guarantee you didn't advocate I can guarantee you didn't advocate for Manny 2 years ago. I bet you any amount of money, I can't find no text message where you advocated for Manny. You were probably still rooting for Mark Rick. LA Laker, I know you was rooting for Mark Rick last year. I remember arguing with you about Mark Rick last year. Um, what I'm saying is, I am the biggest Manny supporter. That's why I'm going to judge what I see on every move that I see. I'm not trying to start a fight or a controversy. You know why we wanted an OC and a quarterback coach with Rick. I wanted Rick fired. I never wanted Rick hired. You wanted an offensive coordinator with Rick. I never wanted Rick to have the job. I told you if Mark Rick hired an offensive coordinator, that he would have still tried to take over play calling. I don't care about him being a number 2 recruit 2 years ago. I don't care about him being 317 right now. That's not what I'm talking. All right. All right. All right. Like I say, I don't, listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. Listen to me, man. You don't want to get negative on a recruiting trail, especially Miami. I told you he got that. He's not an offensive coordinator, so you knew he needed an offensive coordinator. He wasn't going to call plays LA Laker. That's the smartest comment I heard all night long. At least under Diaz, we see he at least gets it. He know he needed an offensive coordinator, like he was gonna call plays, Laker. Oh my God. What he's a defensive coordinator. Do you think he was gonna try to call plays? I trust everything Manny doing. Does not mean that I'm not gonna question some things that he's doing. You would be a blind fool to trust everything about everybody. That's because Rick thought he was an OC Laker. That's because Rick used to be an offensive coordinator. Manny Diaz never was an offensive coordinator. I believe we do need to look toward. I'm not saying it's a right pick. I'm not saying it's a wrong pick. What I'm saying is, can this hurt us in the future? First off, who said he? What the fuck is all this? He let you down shit? Did I say he let us down? Answer this question. Where were you when I was advocating for him to be the head coach in 2017, 2000, the beginning of 2018, the end of 2017? Were you advocating for Manny to be the head coach of Miami? 3844 Abel. Were you advocating for him to be the head coach of Miami at the end of 2017, the beginning of 2018? Were you advocating for him to be the head coach of Miami? Because I was. Did you set up did you did you set up did you set up on your Facebook page Blake James phone number, cell phone number, house number, email number, office number? I can't disagree with you on that, Darth Vader, but I wish you would see my point as well. You always want me to see your point. You never want to see my point. I wish you would see my point as well. All I'm saying, put it this way, I don't want to hear nobody complain if a top recruit doesn't go to Miami. What you trying to donate $500 to? Are you trying to donate $500 to the football camp I'm trying to do? Or you trying to do $500 to the channel? Which one you trying to do, Brandon? Well, my super chat isn't up right now, so you can donate it to my I'm trying to put it in. You could donate it to my you could donate it to my email. I mean to my to my my PayPal. I'll put my PayPal in the description. If you donate $500, that'd be like crazy. Never had that before. Shit. That would be like crazy. That would definitely help towards the 7 on 7 camp. So I'm gonna do my pay I'm gonna give you my PayPal information. Then I'm then I'm let me see. I just put my PayPal account in the description. I definitely need to hang up. It's 12 o'clock. I should have been in bed 2 hours ago. Appreciate that $5 donation. Corey, that's the second time you do. That's the third time you donated tonight, Floyd. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, man. People, I'm asking a question. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, Peanut. I'm not disagreeing with you on that, Peanut. All I'm saying is the only thing that I'm saying to you is all I'm saying is the question I asked was, can it hurt? Can it hurt recruiting? I can agree with you on that too, Darth Vader. I'm not disagreeing with you on that. You see how I can keep an open mind? That's why I posed the question. My thing is I don't even know how good the I don't even know how good the young man from Georgia is. My question is, are we sacrificing the future for right now? I've seen this happen in other sports before, and I've seen it hurt us before. You keep saying people are ready for the NFL right now. Didn't Phillips get hurt last year? Did he play last year? Did he play a lot last year? Did Phillips play a lot last year? Did Phillips play a lot last year? I couldn't agree with you on that, Thomas. Did Phillips play a lot last year? Just because he was a #1 recruit coming out as high? No, he had wrist surgery. So we don't even know what he gonna be like coming into this year. So we don't know what he gonna be like coming into this year. They say he is better. Who say he is better? I'm hoping he's great. They say he's great. I don't know. I've never seen him play. Who seen him play last year? Who seen him play last year? Who seen him play and be great last year? He can stop the run and pass rush, Joseph. That's what you seen on him last year? Okay. I haven't seen, so I can't dispute that with you. Falcon Fury, you out of control, man. Yeah, see, I haven't seen him play a lot last year. I'm not saying we shouldn't get the guy. I'm not saying the guy won't be great. It's just, I posed the question and people like attack me for posing the question. I'm going, Thomas. I posed the question. I got attacked just because I posed the question. That's crazy. Bro, we can win next season with the players we have right now. We can go 11-0. If we want to add one player, one transfer, we still could go 11-0, 12-0 with the players we have right now. We haven't really added anything on the offense side of the ball. And that's what we needed. That's what we needed to see how get better at. We were great at defense last year. I hear reports of stuff. I want to see reports of stuff. That's not going to be considered recruiting, though. They're going to consider it as transfer. I know Tate Martell. That's 3 players on offense side of the ball. I mean, we got a total of 4 or 5 offensive recruits coming into this year. I think we got 3 or 4 on the offense side of the ball. That's where we needed the most help. I know that. I don't think it's 5 or 6 transfers. I think it's like 3 transfers. But I could be. Can't say said Martell. I can't pronounce the old boy name. And Kennedy on the offense side of the ball. I agree with you. I agree with you. I don't know if Tate is not even clear to play yet. I don't know if Tate is even cleared to play yet. And Addison Martin. So that's 3 players we got on the offense side of the ball. That's 4 players you named. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where you get number 5 at, Darth? I'm looking at 4. Yeah, but that waiver might not make it through. That waiver might not make it through. It may or may not. I don't know. All I'm saying is that's the question I asked. So I'm about to hang up because I've been on an hour. That's the question I asked. So I believe in Manny, man. I believe in Manny. I'm a big Manny fan. I wanted Manny to have the job. I think Manny's going to do great at Miami. But I can't be a blind ass fan. I can't be a blind ass fan and not ask questions. Do me a favor, don't attack me for asking questions. Just answer the questions. I love it when everybody agrees. That mean nobody has an opinion. I appreciate Kane Chase for coming into the chat tonight. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. I told you I trust in Manny. I trust in Manny. In God I trust. I trust in Manny. I can't replace God's name with Manny. You two Canes fans for life. I'm done, man. I'm out. Hey Floyd, change that for me. Put I trust in Manny. Hey Vincent. Did you trust the process of Mark Richt? Oh, I'm a Manny fan. I'm a Manny fan. Hey, Darth Vader, do me a favor. Could you name one person that advocated for Manny more than me? Darth Vader, do me a favor. Can you tell these guys? Can you find anybody that you know that advocated for Manny more than I did? 786 didn't advocate for Manny. 786 will tell you that. 786 will tell you that Slim that he didn't advocate for Manny more than me. He'll tell you that. That's not the question I asked you. Thank you. Darth Vader said no one. The question I asked you, Vincent, is did you say trust the process with Mark Richt? That's the question I'm asking you. Did you say trust the process with Mark Richt? So I can hang up, because I'm trying to hang up real quick. So that's the question I asked you. Did you say trust the process with Mark Richt? You didn't? I want to see your earlier comments. Answer this question. Did you want Manny Diaz as the head coach last year? Did I trust it? Bro, I didn't want Mark Richt. I didn't want Mark Richt before they fired him from Georgia. Hey, Darth Vader, put that up again. Put that up again before they fired Mark Richt from Georgia. Put that video that Kane Shays edited for me. Put that video out that Kane Shays did for me, so I can show them, so he can see how I felt. If you can find that video again, put that video in the chat. Put that video in the chat so Jimmy Johnson can go watch the video that I put out while he was still at Georgia before they fired him, when they was talking about firing him. And I said, hell no, I don't want Mark Richt. No. Someone asked me a question, Elliot. Someone asked me a question, LG. I could tell you came in late. You came in late. See, people who come in late always fail the test. People who come in late always fail the test. Ain't nobody with Mark Richt stuff. His name just got brought up 59 minutes into the chat. His name just got brought up 59 minutes in the chat, and here you come in 59 minutes late, running your mouth and don't know what you're talking about. People like you. Okay. Don't tell me to calm down. You calm down. You the one who came in the chat with the bullshit. All right. You can go look at the description tomorrow, Jimmy Johnson. Y'all, hey, Darth Vader, you see how El Dorado coming here? You see how El Dorado coming here talking about, here we go, talking about Mark Richt. He come in the chat an hour late. He come in the chat an hour damn late, and then want to talk about somebody. And Mark Richt wasn't even brought up until an hour into the chat. He come in running his mouth again, like always. I'm going to some games this year, man. Darth Vader said, even though it's late, can y'all hit the light button? Dimp 305, what's good, Dimp 305? I'm going to hang up in 1 minute because that'll be 12:19. I'm done. Love you guys. I'm out, man.